Welcome back. Let's read this one. It's a long one and I'm a little bit tired. I don't like to get up my bed or moving. So this will take, 2 hours.
Ottoman Empire. Page semi-protected. Listen to this article. Sublime Ottoman State. Devletayeli Ozamnai. C 1299-1922 Flag of Ottoman Empire. Flag 1844-1922. Coat of Arms 1882-1922. Motto. Devletay Bedmudded. The Eternal State 1. Anthem. Various March of Mahmud 1829, 1839, 1918, 1922. Misidiyima 1839, 1861. March of Aziz 1861, 1876. Hamidiyima, modified 1921, 1928. Risadiyima. The Ottoman Empire, J. Historically and colloquially known as the Turkish Empire, 22, was an empire, K, that controlled much of Southeast Europe, West Asia, and North Africa between the 14th and early 20th centuries. The empire also controlled parts of Southeast and Central Europe from the early 16th to the early 18th century. 23, 24, 25. The empire was founded at the end of the 13th century in northwestern Anatolia in the town of St, modern-day Bilisik province, by the Turkoman tribal leader Osmanli. After 1354 the Ottomans crossed into Europe and, with the conquest of the Balkans, the Ottoman Belike was transformed into a transcontinental empire. The Ottomans ended the Byzantine Empire with the conquest of Constantinople in 1453 by Mehmed II. Under the reign of Suleiman the Magnificent from 1520-1566, the Ottoman Empire reached a peak of its power and prosperity, as well as highest development of its governmental, social, and economic systems. At the beginning of the 17th century, the empire contained 32 provinces and numerous vassal states. Some of these were later absorbed into the Ottoman Empire, while others were granted various tips of autonomy over the course of centuries. With Constantinople, modern-day Istanbul, as its capital and control of lands round the Mediterranean basin, the Ottoman Empire was at the center of interactions between the Middle East and Europe for 6 centuries. While the empire was once thought to have entered a period of decline following the death of Suleiman the Magnificent, this view is no longer supported by the majority of academic historians. The newer academic consensus posits that the empire continued to maintain a flexible and strong economy, society and military throughout the 17th and for much of status empire capitals. 2. C 1299-1331. The 18th century. However, during a long period of peace from 1740 to 1768, the Ottoman military system fell behind that of its European rivals, the Habsburg and Russian empires. The Ottomans consequently suffered severe military defeats in the late 18th and early 19th centuries. The successful Greek War of Independence concluded with the establishment of modern Greece as an independent state under the London Protocol, 1830, and Treaty of Constantinople, 1832. This and other defeats such as Egyptian-Ottoman War, 1831-1833, prompted the Ottoman state to initiate a comprehensive process of reform and modernization known as the Tanzimat. Thus over the course of the 19th century, the Ottoman state became vastly more powerful and organized internally, despite suffering further territorial losses, especially in the Balkans, where a number of new states merged. The Committee of Union and Progress, CUP, established the second constitutional era in the Young Turk Revolution in 1908, turning the empire into a constitutional monarchy, which conducted competitive multi-party elections. However, after the disastrous Balkan Wars, the now radicalized and nationalistic CUP took over the government in the 1913 coup d'état, creating a one-party regime. The CUP allied the empire with Germany, hoping to escape from diplomatic isolation which had contributed to its recent territorial losses, and thus joined World War I on the side of the Central Powers. While the empire was able to largely hold its own during the conflict, it was struggling with internal dissent, especially with the Arab revolt in its Arabian holdings. During this time, the Ottoman government engaged in genocide against the Armenians, Assyrians, and Greeks. The empire's defeat and the occupation of part of its territory by the Allied powers in the aftermath of World War I resulted in its partitioning and the loss of its southern territories, which were divided between the United Kingdom and France. The successful Turkish War of Independence, led by Mustafa Kemal Atatürk against the occupying Allies, led Nicaea, Znik, 3. 1331, 1335. Bursa, 4. 1335, 1363. Adrianople, Edirne, 4. 1363, 1453. Constantinople, Istanbul, A. 1453, 1922. Official languages: Ottoman Turkish. Common languages: Arabic, B. Persian, C. Greek, D. Shagate, I, E. French, F. Many others. Religion: Sunni Islam, State. School, Hanafi. Demonym, S. Ottoman government: absolute monarchy. C1299, 1876, 1878, 1908, 1920, 1922. Unitary parliamentary constitutional monarchy. 1876, 1878, 1908, 1920. Triumvirate dictatorship. 1913, 1918. Sultan c. 1299, 132 3/4. First, Osman I. 1918, 1922. Last, Mehmed V.I. Caliph 1517, 1520. First, Selim I. 16, G. 1922, 1924. Last, Abdulmajid I. Grand Vizier 1320, 1331. First, Alidin Pasha 1920, 1922. Last, Ahmet Tevfik Pasha Legislature General Assembly 1876, 1878, 1908, 1920. Upper House, unelected. Chamber of Notables 1876, 1878, 1908, 1920. Lower House, elected. Chamber of Deputies 1876, 1878, 1908, 1920. History founded. 1299, 17. Interregnum 1402, 1413. Conquest of Constantinople 29 May 1453. Constitutional Era I 1876-1878. To the emergence of the Republic of Turkey in the Anatolian heartland and the abolition of the Ottoman monarchy. Name. The word Ottoman is a historical anglicization of the name of Osman I, the founder of the empire and of the ruling house of Osman, also known as the Ottoman dynasty. Osman's name in turn was the Turkish form of the Arabic name Ottoman. In Ottoman Turkish, the empire was referred to as Devlet-i Osmanli, lit. Sublime. Ottoman state, or simply Devlet-i Osmanli, lit. Ottoman state. The Turkish word for Ottoman, Osman, originally referred to the tribal followers of Osman in the 14th century. The word subsequently came to be used to refer to the empire's military administrative elite. In contrast, The term Turk, was used to refer to the Anatolian peasant and tribal population and was seen as a disparaging term when applied to urban, educated individuals. 27, 26, 28. In the early modern period, an educated, urban-dwelling Turkish speaker who was not a member of the military administrative class typically referred to themselves neither as an Osman nor as a Turk but rather as a RM, or Roman, meaning an inhabitant of the territory of the former Byzantine Empire in the Balkans and Anatolia. The term RM was also used to refer to Turkish speakers by the other Muslim peoples of the empire and beyond. 29. 11a applied to Ottoman Turkish speakers. This term began to fall out of use at the end of the 17th century, and instead the word increasingly became associated with the Greek population of the empire, a meaning that it still bears in Turkey today. 30. 51 in Western Europe. The names Ottoman Empire, Turkish Empire and Turkey were often used interchangeably, with Turkey being increasingly favored both in formal and informal situations. This dichotomy was officially ended in 1920-1923, when the newly established Ankara-based Turkish government Constitutional era to 1908-1920 Ottoman coup d'état to 3 January 1913 Sultanate abolished 1 November 1922, H. Republic of Turkey established 29 October 1923, I. Caliphate abolished 3 March 1924 Area 1481, 18, 1,220,000 km 2. 470,000 square mi, 1,521, 18, 3,400,000 kilometer to 1,300,000 square mi, 1,683, 19, 5,200,000 kilometer to 2 million square mi, 1913, 18. 2,550,000 km to 980,000 square mi. Population 1912, 20, 24,000,000 Currency Ax, Sultani, Para, Kurush, Piastra, Lira predecessor states and successor states. Chose Turkey as the sole official name. At present, most scholarly historians avoid the terms Turkey, Turks, and Turkish when referring to the Ottomans, due to the empire's multinational character. 31. History. Rise, c. 1299-1453. As the Rum Sultanate declined well into the 13th century, Anatolia was divided into a patchwork of independent Turkish principalities known as the Anatolian Beyliks. One of these beyliks, in the region of Bithynia on the frontier of the Byzantine Empire, was led by the Turkish 32 tribal leader Osman I. D. 1323/4, 33, a figure of obscure origins from whom the name Ottoman is derived. 34. 444 Osman's early followers consisted both of Turkish tribal groups and Byzantine renegades, with many but not all converts to Islam. 35. 59. 36. 127 Osman extended the control of his principality by conquering Byzantine towns along the Sakarya River. A Byzantine defeat at the Battle of Baphius in 1302 contributed to Osman's rise as well. It is not well understood how the early Ottomans came to dominate their neighbors, due to the lack of sources surviving from this period. The Gaza thesis, popular during the 20th century, credited their success to their rallying of religious warriors to fight for them in the name of Islam. But it is no longer generally accepted. No other hypothesis has attracted broad acceptance. 37, 5, 10, 38, 104 In the century after the death of Osman I, Ottoman rule had begun to extend over Anatolia and the Balkans. The earliest conflicts began during the Byzantine-Ottoman Wars waged in Anatolia in the late 13th century before entering Europe in the mid-14th century, followed by the Bulgarian-Ottoman Wars and the Serbian-Ottoman Wars waged beginning in the mid-14th century. Much of this period was characterized by Ottoman expansion into the Balkans. Osman's son, Orhan, captured the northwestern Anatolian city of Bursa in 1326, making it the new capital of the Ottoman state. Succeeded by Sultanate of Rum and Anatolian Beyliks, Byzantine Empire, Despotate of Morea, Empire of the Byzant, Principality of Theodoros II, Bulgarian Empire, Tsardom of Vidin, Despotate of Dobruja, Despotate of Lovak, Serbian Despotate, Kingdom of Bosnia, Kingdom of Hungary, Kingdom of Croatia, Goflegimulak Sultanate, Hafsid Kingdom, Koyanlu Hospital, Tripoli, Kingdom of Tlemakan, Turkey, Hellenic Republic, Caucasus, Viceroyalty, Principality of Bulgaria, Eastern Rumelia, Albania, Kingdom of Romania, Evolutionary Serbia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Principality of Montenegro, Emirate of Asur, Kingdom of Hijaz, Ottoman, Iraq, French Algeria, British Cyprus, French Tunisia, Italian Tripolitania, Italian Cyrene, Akar, Sheikhdom of Kuwait, Kingdom of Yemen, Sultanate of Egypt. The Battle of Nicopolis in 1396, as depicted in an Ottoman miniature from 1523 and supplanting Byzantine control in their region. The important port city of Thessalonica was captured from the Venetians in 1387 and sacked. The Ottoman victory in Kosovo in 1389 effectively marked the end of Serbian power in the region, paving the way for Ottoman expansion into Europe. 95-96 The Battle of Nicopolis for the Bulgarian Tsardom of Vidin in 1396, widely regarded as the last large-scale crusade of the Middle Ages, failed to stop the advance of the victorious Ottoman Turks. 40. As the Turks expanded into the Balkans, the conquest of Constantinople became a crucial objective. The Ottomans had already wrested control of nearly all former Byzantine lands surrounding the city, but the strong defense of Constantinople's strategic position on the Bosporus Strait made it difficult to conquer. Tom. Ottoman miniature of Osman I by Yahya Bustanzade, 18th century, according to modern historiography. Succeeded by Sultanate of Rum and Anatolian Beyliks, Byzantine Empire, Despotate of Morea, Empire of the Byzant, Principality of Theodoros II, Bulgarian Empire, Tsardom of Vidin, Despotate of Dobruja, Despotate of Lovak, Serbian Despotate, Kingdom of Bosnia, Kingdom of Hungary, Kingdom of Croatia, Goflegimulak Sultanate, Hafsid Kingdom, Koyanlu Hospital, Tripoli, Kingdom of Tlemakan, Turkey, Hellenic Republic, Caucasus, Viceroyalty, Principality of Bulgaria, Eastern Rumelia, Albania, Kingdom of Romania, Evolutionary Serbia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Principality of Montenegro, Emirate of Asur, Kingdom of Hijaz, Ottoman, Iraq, French Algeria, British Cyprus, French Tunisia, Italian Tripolitania, Italian Cyrene, Akar, Sheikhdom of Kuwait, Kingdom of Yemen, Sultanate of Egypt. The Battle of Nicopolis in 1396, as depicted in an Ottoman miniature from 1523 and supplanting Byzantine control in the region. The important port city of Thessalonica was captured from the Venetians in 1387 and sacked. The Ottoman victory in Kosovo in 1389 effectively marked the end of Serbian power in the region, paving the way for Ottoman expansion into Europe. 95-96 The Battle of Nicopolis for the Bulgarian Tsardom of Vidin in 1396, widely regarded as the last large-scale crusade of the Middle Ages, failed to stop the advance of the victorious Ottoman Turks. 40. As the Turks expanded into the Balkans, the conquest of Constantinople became a crucial objective. The Ottomans had already wrested control of nearly all former Byzantine